So we all know a lot of people can say a bunch of different stuff about Piccolo. How why was he training Pan a bit less harsh than Gohan? And I can definitely say that some of them had to do with, well, it's not like they had to quickly train because two other Saiyans from outer space were on their way to planet Earth in like a year or something. No, there was no world-ending threats coming to Earth anytime soon. I mean, despite Goku and Vegeta being at Beerus's planet training with Broly and all that, we got these other warriors that can save the planet and all that. But so far, we got nothing. I feel like that's a little bit of a different case because remember, when Piccolo first started to train Gohan when he was 4.5. Piccolo in for the record, this was beginning of Dragon Ball Z, like 3 or 5 years so after Dragon Ball. Just remember that Piccolo at that time he was still considered evil. He wasn't full on good yet. It's just that he had to come to terms with Goku in order for them to stop Raditz. The one saying that got in the way, they got in the way of Piccolo's plans to taking over the Earth. I understand that Piccolo had to be a bit harsh on Gohan, because I feel like compared to him with Pan, he saw more potential with Gohan. Well, proven enough when he pretty much saw Gohan come out of the pod and headbutt, freaking do that cool flying headbutt to Raditz right in the chest, and having a higher power level than his dad. Which, yeah, potential. But yeah, I can agree that he was harsh on him because the Saiyans were gonna arrive in like a year. They didn't have a lot of time to full on train and be prepared in order for them before they arrived. But I think, in my opinion, it could be a lot of other people's opinions, but I feel like in my personal opinion, Piccolo was harsh on Gohan because obviously he wasn't a good guy yet, and all that. He didn't combine fused with Kami to have that inner knowledge and the goodness in him. Because during at that time, Piccolo and Kami were still separate. They weren't full on together yet. And when they're together, they're pretty much strong, despite Piccolo taking mostly over. Kami just within him, just like Firestorm. You know, Professor Stein and Raymond, and like Ronnie's the one taking mostly over. All that. But remember, Piccolo in the beginning was evil. He wasn't a good guy yet.